Good evening. Before I start with the message I want to bring to you today, I first want to say, in memory of my aunt, who would have been 99 years old today, Claire Brent, happy birthday. And then to our president, President Barack Obama, happy birthday. The title of the message I want to bring you today is Dare to be Unstoppable. If you want to be successful in life, you have to always be moving forward no matter what happens. You cannot let anything or anybody stop you from reaching your goals. You have to develop a mindset that will propel you past the obstacles that will present themselves to stop you. You have to realize that no matter what, going forward is what you must do, in spite of what your friends will say. And believe me, there will be people out there who will try to stop you and keep you from reaching your goals or your plans. That's why you have to be very careful who you reveal your dreams to. See, not everybody out there who you think is your friend wants to see you succeed. There will be people who will get in your way because they feel it's their obligation to stop you from succeeding. I know it sounds crazy, but there'll be people that when you tell them that you plan to do something, they'll tell you you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you don't have the abilities to do it, and you're just too lazy to accomplish what you said. They may even try to dissuade you by saying, there are so many people out there already doing that. Why would you think that you could be successful in doing it? You have to learn to block them out. You know, when I was growing up, there was a phrase, and it's still being said today. It's called crabs in the barrel. And I always heard that phrase, but I really liked the way Darren Hardy, the publisher of Success Magazine, described it. Last week when I was at the National Speakers Association, he said that there are crabs out there that you put the bait in a cage and they will come one by one to that cage to eat that bait. And they will all get in there and they will eat the bait until the bait is all gone. And instead of leaving when the food is gone, they'll all stay there in that cage. And if one of them tries to get out of that cage, the others will pull them back down into it. And that's where we get that phrase from, crabs in a barrel. Do you have any crabs out there that are trying to pull you back down to the barrel, down to where they are every time they see you trying to do something to elevate yourself out of the barrel? They may be friends, they may be acquaintances, they may even be family members who are doing it. And you might ask yourself, why would anybody want to stop you from achieving your goals? Why would anybody go out of their way to make it hard for you to achieve your goals? Well, you know what I've learned is that sometimes people do it because they're just frightened. They're frightened of being left behind. Maybe they don't have the courage to really strike out on their own to reach their goals. Maybe they haven't even thought about what they could do more than what they're doing now. But if you let people stop you from reaching your goals, then you're not only cheating yourself, you're cheating the world of the special talent that's been given to you because you were made uniquely to fulfill a purpose on this earth. And if you let others stop you from fulfilling that purpose, shame on you. You have to learn to be unstoppable. You have to learn to put your foot down, and you have to be willing sometimes to leave other people behind. Because everybody can't go where you're going. That's a hard lesson for all of us to learn. Because we want to take all our friends with us. We want everybody to be prosperous. We want everyone to do well. But we have to learn not everybody can go to that next level. Because they just don't have the mindset that's going to take them where you're going. So when you decide that you want to go forth and you're trying to accomplish something, you have to make a decision. What's more important to you? What you're trying to accomplish or the friendships you're trying to maintain? I don't care what the situation you might be in, what the storm might be in, you have to keep moving forward. For those of you who know me other than on Facebook, you know that 4.5 years ago I suffered a subdural hematoma. I had bleeding on the brain, and they had to go in and do surgery. And when they did that surgery, in the recovery room, I suffered seizures. Those seizures left me paralyzed totally on my left side. I couldn't do anything for myself initially. I couldn't, if I sat up, I fell over. If I raised my arm, it fell down. There was nothing I could do. I needed total assistance. And then I went to St. Mary's Hospital for rehab here in West Palm Beach. And it was during those rehabs that I learned to walk again and things of that nature. But I had great therapists. Carmen, Ricardo, and Vincent were fantastic. The other thing I had was family around me and friends. And my friends would even sometimes come to my therapy sessions to watch me. So it was the Thursday before I was due to get out of the hospital. And my therapist had me in the therapy gym. My sister Jackie was there, and my good friend Cherie was also there to watch my therapy. And of course, I was having a lot of fun. If you know me, I like to have fun. I like to joke. So I was joking as usual because I wasn't going to let my predicament decide on my mood and my attitude. So I saw a gentleman who was also in therapy, and he was actually on a big bed they had there. It was blue, a gigantic mattress, and he was on there on all fours. He had one hand extended in front of him and the opposite leg extended. And I looked at my therapist, Carmen, said, why you don't have me doing that? Why you ain't never asked me to do that? I want to do that. And she said, oh, you think you can do that? I was like, yeah, why not? Now, mind you, I was still in a wheelchair and a walker. So I still was not walking completely on my own unassisted. But she said, oh, you think you bad? Go ahead. When he got off, she had me get on that mattress. And she told me, now get up on all fours. And I did. And my sister watched, and I could tell with her and Cherie, they were kind of leery of what I was doing. And once I was able to struggle and get up on all fours, Carmen said, okay, now crawl. And I moved my one hand to take that first step crawling, something I'd been able to do ever since I was a baby. And as soon as I did it, I fell flat on my face. And all I could hear out the side was my sister laughing, Cherie laughing, and Carmen laughing. And of course, it was funny, so I laughed too. But I didn't stop there. That night, and the nights after that, when I was in that bed, that hospital bed by myself, and any of you who've ever been in a hospital bed, you know how small that bed is. I turned and I tossed and I moved around until I was able to get up on all fours. And over the next few nights, I learned to crawl. So the next Monday, when we were in a situation where there was a bed, and Carmen was getting ready to show me how to get in and out of a tub, Jackie went screaming her, Carmen, come look, she's crawling. And Carmen said, well, you couldn't do that on Thursday. I said, yeah, but today is Monday, and it's a new day, and I wasn't going to have y'all sitting around laughing at me. And that's what you have to do. That's what you have to say. You have to say when others are going to laugh at you because of your dreams and because of your goals and because of your plans, and they're going to tell you what you can't do, you have to laugh and say, tomorrow's a new day. And guess what? The party's not over till God says so. Make yourself and dare to be unstoppable. Thank you, Dolores, for joining me. Thank you, Natasha. I wish all of you a wonderful day. And remember, continue to drive through the storms.